please introduce yourself.
My name is William Taylor, and I'm the attorney for Lullaby House.
Can't do nothing without the attorney. Amen.
Amen.
I'm coming in this direction. Please share with everyone who you are.
I'm Judge Shaquita Kelly, and I sit on the advisory board.
Show her some love.
Good evening. Thanks for coming. I'm Judge Valencia Nash, and I also sit on the advisory board.
Yes. I'm going to actually say you for last, and who we're talking to is in just a moment. Go ahead and tell everybody who you are.
My name is Cynthia Waters, and Lullaby is actually my grandmother.
All right.
All right, did I miss anybody? Oh, me.
Yeah.
Praise the Lord. I'm part of the board as well. Hey. And just show everybody here. Please tell everybody who you are.
My name is Shanika Ward, and I'm the secretary of the Lullaby House board.
All right. Now this next young lady, I saved her for last for a reason, because she's actually going to come, and I was kind of hoping they would be back with the microphone. All right. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about her. She is a part of the board as well, and once she is done speaking, and all of the members of the advisory board and each person that's a part of the team, if you will come to the front, they want to do a group picture, okay? But coming in this time, y'all, we want to welcome her. She is the Deputy Superintendent for Lancaster ISD. So please welcome at this time Dr. Helena Moses.
Thank you so much, and greetings again. It is truly an honor to be here this afternoon. I have to tell you that the work that's being done with the Lullaby House is, while it may seem that it's a type of ordinary type of work, it is really extraordinary. And I tell you that because as a person of faith, I believe that we are assembled here in this room not by happenstance. I believe that it has always been in the plan. Lullaby House has always been in design. Miss Shelley may not have known it, but it has always been in the plan. I tell you also that my journey that brings me here is, while you see me as Dr. Helena Mosley at this moment, and while I attempted to dress up real pretty for you, and I put my good hair on, and I made my face up, all of those kinds of things, what I really want you to know is that that is what I get to do every day. I get to seed into young men and young women every day in Lancaster ISD, a community very much like the one that I grew up in. But who I am is actually that teenage mother who at 16, the teenager who at 16 had a child. I happen to have a family who embraced me and said, even though you have, this is what your destiny is. But I recognize that not every young lady comes from that type of background. Not every young man has that kind of opportunity, even though he has fathered a child at a young age. So when I say that the Lullaby House is near and dear to my heart, I mean my heart, the inside of who I am, not the outside exterior that you get to meet this representative every day. I have to tell you that children who come from communities like the one that I grew up in and the community where I get to work every day need a Lullaby House. There are children who are experiencing, simply because I made a misstep, people can't see my magnificence as a result of it. You see, they've given up on them already. And what they don't know is what and how your success is connected to theirs. People often forget that while I am in a moment of trouble, I am headed to a triumph. I'm headed to a triumph that tells me, and with your support, that I can be whatever I want to be. You see, I can be the secretary in the room who supports the Lullaby House. I can be the judge who sits on the advisory board. I can be the attorney who guides the steps of the board. I can be the next mother who breaks the cycle. And when I say break the cycle,
good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
All right, as she said, my name is Stephanie Mitchell, and I'm the presiding judge of the 291st Judicial District Court. I want to let you all know I am very honored to be here this evening. I was asked by a good friend and colleague of mine, Judge Shaquita Kelly, here at County Criminal Court number 11, to come and speak tonight. Now, she's on the advisory board of the Lullaby House, and I'm ashamed to admit I didn't know much about it until she actually called me about it. And so I looked at what this is about and what it stands for, and it's inspiring. And I will tell you this, I had to ask Shaquita myself, I said, you sure they don't want you to speak? Because her story is what the Lullaby House is about. Right. And so I'm going to share with you parts of my story as well as her own, and I got her permission, so don't worry. I will tell you this, that she and I campaigned together for some time, and during the time that we campaigned, I came to know about her and her life. And we both shared our story, and that was kind of the thing that made us laugh and bond, is because we always laughed about how I had to struggle from suburbia, and she had to struggle for where she is. And we both ended up in the same place. Now, we're both not Dallas natives. I myself grew up a middle child of 5. My mother was a teenage mother. She got married to my father at 19, and they've been together for over 40 years now. Now, I will tell you this, I always had the support and love that a lot of people don't have. When I was in 4th grade, I told my parents, I'm going to be a lawyer and I'm going to help you. And from that point forward, every time they introduced me, they said, this is our future lawyer, Stephanie. And so when I went to college, I planned my career that way. When it was time to go to law school, I applied to several law schools and got into 0. I wanted to give up. But my parents, my siblings, they all said, no, you're going to keep going. You're going to be our lawyer. And so I kept with it. And eventually I got into law school and I graduated. Then comes time to take the bar exam, right? I didn't pass. And again, I wanted to give up. But I had my mother, my father, and my siblings all saying, no, you can do this. My brother said, you know what, move in with us. We'll handle the bills. You study for the bar. You do what you need to do because you're going to be our lawyer. And so finally I did it. I passed the bar. And then I said, after 7 years of practicing, you know what, I want to run for judge. And guess what? They rallied behind me. They were knocking on doors, calling people, raising money, working polls, whatever I needed, they were there supporting me. Now I'm going to contrast that with my friend Judge Kelly here. She grew up in Indiana. Chaos and dysfunction is what she'll say. And she had drug environment that she grew up around. And she got pregnant at age 15. But much like me, she knew she wanted to be a lawyer. She was extremely smart. She had great grades. But she will tell you that as her belly started to grow, people started to cast her aside and count her out. She didn't have that support that I constantly had in my life. It wasn't until she went to college, got in her sorority and had her professors and friends around, and she had that support, that she was able to take her child and go from college to law school. And then she and I ran for judge at the same time. And all along the way, she had a daughter to think about. I can only imagine what her struggle was like, because I think to myself, not only did she have to think about herself, her career, her going to school, she had a daughter along the way. And I'm proud of her. I'm also proud to know that her daughter actually graduated from college recently. So give her a round of applause for that, because she pulled that off. Now I'm telling you all this because our lives are very different. The struggles that we had to get there were different. But there is one common thread in both Shaquita's story and my story. We had help. None of us are able to reach our full potential in life. None of us are able to get anywhere in life without help. And I'm here to tell you, if you think you've done it by yourself, I'm a woman of faith, and I'm going to tell you right now, I know God. Yes. And I know no one has done it by themselves. Yes. And that's why we're here today. Because of the efforts of Miss Crutcher Horsley here, she saw a void. She sees a void in the lives of young ladies that don't have the support and help, that are being cast aside, because more and more we see women like Judge Kelly, young girls, that don't have that support, and they need it. Now there were some facts that I read, and I was very intrigued by them. I'm going to share those with you. I think you've heard some of them over the course of the night. In Texas, it's the nation's 5th highest pregnancy rate among teenagers, and the third highest among actual teenage births. Texas also has the highest rate of repeat births among girls ages 15 to 19. In parts of the South, West, and Northwest Dallas, the rates are as high as 113 for every 1,000 girls. These zip codes include 75216, 75215, 75220, and 75212. In Dallas County alone, the teen pregnancy rate is 50.5 births to 1,000 girls ages 15 and 19. Those numbers are staggering, ladies and gentlemen. So often, these teenage mothers experience ridicule and they're cast aside by society, but even worse, those closest to them, their family and friends. Giving birth during teen years has been linked to increased medical risk, emotional, social, and financial costs to the mother and her children. Becoming a teenage mom affects whether a mother finishes high school, goes to college, what type of job she has. And another aspect that we haven't even thought about is the fact that it affects the children they have, because they are experiencing that as well. Again, I commend your efforts, Ms. Horsley, because this void needs to be filled. And I share the stories of Judge Kelly and myself again because I want you to understand the importance of having help. And so if you're asking yourself what you can do tonight, what you can do is look into your heart, look into your wallet, make a donation to the Lullaby House. You can also volunteer your time, your efforts, your talents to making sure that this comes to fruition because there is such a need. Like I said, none of us have reached our full potential without the help of others. But I will tell you this, as a community, we have to wrap our arms around our most vulnerable and make sure that they are protected. We need to provide these young ladies, these young boys, with the stability and support that they don't have. And so I ask that you do what you can tonight. Make a donation, participate in the silent auction. Not you, you've donated enough. But our society rests on how it treats our children. And so let's do our part to make Lullaby House a real thing. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for being here tonight. We appreciate your support.
All right, Judge Mitchell, we appreciate inviting me.
All right. Good evening. I'm Judge Angela King, County Criminal Court number 6. We're neighbors. Awesome. I'm going to sneak around this way. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Judge Tina U. Clinton, and I'm also colleagues with these wonderful ladies. And Judge Mitchell, I'm doing my best to outbid you in that auction.
And all right, I saw you stand. Wait a minute. Who do I see? You are right. Please stand up. We got both of you. Come on now. Please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Reniko Tremisha Edwards, and I'm running for County Criminal Court number 7.
Come around this way. And please introduce yourself.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chika Anyam, and I am running for judge of the Criminal District Court number 7. Not the same as Reniko's. Hers is County Criminal Court number 7. Thank you.
I'm glad she cleared that
Hello, my name is Carmen White, and I'm running for County Criminal Court number 8. And there's a great judge on that bench, I'll tell you that right now.
So I need all of you to please remember these names, and also please remember how important it is for you to vote. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor. Neighbor. All right, just making sure. All right, now real quick. Can I bless somebody else? Y'all like blessings, right? I got more tickets to see Mama's Boy. The stage play is going to be taking place at the. Thank you so much for being here. Now, again, we've got a wonderful, wonderful organization here, and I can't tell you enough how much we appreciate you guys being here and supporting what we're doing. We've only got a short time left on the silent auction, a short time left. So y'all take a few moments and please make those final bids, and then we're going to get ready to do a video presentation for you. We'll be back.
You had the candidates stand, and other people are speaking. I don't know about you guys, but when I was growing up, I didn't know a female judge. I
I didn't see a female judge. I didn't see a female attorney. I didn't see a female deputy superintendent at the school. So with that being said, you guys, we have a lot of influence just right here in this room. And so if we can take that same influence that we have in this room into the community, we're bound to make a difference. Again, not only in the teenagers' lives, but in the lives of our community as well. We have several members of several different organizations that have come to join us tonight as well. We have some members of Young Life, the director of Young Life. She was sitting right there. What's the auction table? Okay, we're going to leave her at the auction table because that means she's going to donate. So we're going to leave her at the auction table. But you guys, we have a lot of people here who are wanting to partner with us and see the Lullaby House be a success. So again, I just want to take the time again to thank you all for coming out. I do want to apologize for the dinners coming out late. We have addressed the issue. But please don't eat a whole lot because you do still have dessert. And I don't know if you guys eat Papado's cheesecake. But I do.
I ordered
So for those who don't want it, please pass your dessert ticket on. But enjoy. We do have about 45 minutes left of the silent auction. If you see something on there, again, you can go on the Lullaby House website and donate. Yes. You can go on the Lullaby House website and donate as well. But please don't be a stranger. Like we were saying, you can go on our page and sign up for the volunteer sheet. We always need speakers. We always need helpers. We're going to be launching a mentoring program. I would love to have you guys do a mentoring program. And fellas, I know we have a lot of ladies that are talking, but we're going to need some men to step up as well for our mentoring program for these young men. Because they need to know the importance of having fathers in their lives as well. And also, one thing that our pastor talked about all the time is men have to be accountable to other men. It's one thing for them to be accountable to a woman, but it's another thing they can be accountable to another man who's holding them up to a higher standard. So I really would appreciate you guys going online and filling out that volunteer form for us to follow through and contacting you guys for future events as well. Okay, as you continue eating, this is Dawn Chisholm. She's also one of our board members as well. She wants to have a word with you while you are eating.
Good evening, everybody. Hey. So I wanted to say really quickly while you guys wrap your dinner up. Many people have come up to speak. A lot of inspirational stories, and people have spoke about their walks, and y'all have really touched me. I'm so excited to be in a room with so many important people. But I kind of wanted to just mention how I met Alex, the lady who has said few words tonight. It's just, I'm amazed at how much she's done in so little time. I met Alex, it's now been 2 years ago, right? So it's funny because I met Harold first. Our children do acting together. So Harold and I met at a fitting. His son, their son, Evan, and my daughter, Valley, has done several commercials together. They look like siblings. And so it's funny because I was telling Harold, I was like, oh, we were in Austin. And I said, well, we both live in Dallas. We can carpool together. And he was like, you might want to call my wife. And I was like, yeah, I might want to do that. So he gave me her phone number, and I called her, and we met up, and we have been the best of friends ever since. And our children have this, what would you call it? Crush on each other. And so, what if 20 years from now we might be at a wedding together? But I say that because I swear by God we have the best friendship. And Alex, if you know Alex, she has talked about the Lullaby House from the first week I have met her. But Alex has been through so much in her personal life, and I mean not good. Okay, Alex has been through so many things in her personal life. And when I say personal, I mean with her mother and her aunt